tortillas out of your rusty camper now that you could actually hear your grandfather like smiling.
Yeah.
In the background.
You're a fucking idiot.
But he put you in the leg scissors.
Okay. There's where the $5
But
comes
we got
in.
your neck in the leg scissors. That's when you started to fucking worry. You're like, hold on, what are we doing here? Is that $5 even worth it? You know, so. Okay, man. All right, man. What's up, suckers? What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
What's up, man? We're here live in the studio. We're chopping it up with Matt Spence and Naomi Spence from Mad Gear Custom Hot Rod Clothing. Is that what the name of it is? Mad Gear?
Hot Rod Apparel.
Hot Rod Apparel and Spensive Rides. Another one. Y'all have multiple, I guess, businesses, are they?
Hater Made Clothing Company, Mini Mad Gear.
Hater Made Clothing Company. What's Mini Mad Gear?
The future generation of Mad Gear, which is
It includes
the
a lot of
children's
wrestling. A lot of wrestling's included.
You can put a picture of the geese on there, dude. You do the geese like for those that don't know about the geese, that's another story. But what exactly is Mad Gear Custom Hot Rod Clothing? What exactly do you do? Or whoever wants to answer that, Matt. That's your creation, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And what exactly is it? Is it Mad Gear? Is Mad Gear a clothing line, or is it Mad Gear a lifestyle? Is it a way of life? What is Mad Gear?
It's a clothing line.
It's a clothing line.
It's Matt's Auto Design. Mad Gear.
Matt.
And I'm an asshole, so I'm always mad. You know that.
Oh yeah. And then in case y'all don't know, me and Matt go way back to the early '90s, right?
Yeah.
Early '90s when I know Matt because Matt his parents had given him a brand new Ford Topaz, I remember, and he took out the back seat and put 1612s, I believe
I think it was
1612s in that car, and his parents got kind of upset with him about that and booted him out. So he came to live with me at my apartment with Chris Crawford and
Everybody.
Caesar, and Caesar Gomez was there, and everybody. Jason Hernandez was there for a little bit.
Well,
Moon River was there for a little bit.
after 2 a.m. Everybody was there.
Everyone was there, yeah. And then I remember you had that car, and we would somehow all go out in that car. And it had no back seat.
Yeah, they tried to jump in the ride with us, and they opened the back door, and we just laughed.
Yeah,
It's only
dude.
3 of us.
But it'd be me, Joe Henry, and this dude going out in that it was like King Kong was just beating on the car. Like people wouldn't get next to you when you pull up to a light. People would back up and just boom. And I guess that was the start of customing out your cars.
Yeah, pretty much.
Audio
Yeah,
wise.
audio, yes. I was really into audio.
And that's what led into the Mad Gear, really.
Yeah, I mean, I had a delay in that.
Do you think Mad Gear would have come about if it wasn't for your love for going deaf?
What's kind of neat is he finally is going back to the audio now with Purgatory, which is our 92 Chevy.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since he's done anything with a big system. And that.
What do you mean your 92 Chevy? A 92 Chevy what?
Crew cab.
It's a
truck?
The
Yeah.
dually. Yeah.
Yeah. We named it Purgatory, and he went back to his roots with that one pretty much by doing all the audio on that one.
Yeah.
What are you putting in that thing?
Well, it's already in there, but we tore the truck back down and rebuilding it out of Mississippi.
What's in it?
615 Matt's audio.
615?
615s, 3 alternators, 8 batteries. It's all kinds of shit.
Same thing, no back seat.
Yeah,
Same
no
thing.
back seat. Fuck
Yeah.
a back seat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No back seat, huh?
Yeah, all audio.
You want to get closer to the microphone?
Both of us?
this?
You can pull the microphone towards you. You don't have to be, Wow, man. So, and that car is already done. And what are you doing to it?
It was done, but tearing it back down and
Is it-
redoing
you
it
know,
again.
He can never.
I know it's never
let
done.
One vehicle. Yeah, he finishes a vehicle, and then for whatever reason, if there's one imperfection or if he wants to do something different, he starts it again. But
What is that? Is it like the borderline autism in you, the OCD that starts it?
Something like that.
Because I remember when we would drive around in that Topaz, and for someone who doesn't get anything done, he sure is multitasking at the same time.
Yes.
So you think something would get done, but he would be driving.
he knows you.
He would be driving and have his bush quart. He'd have a bush quart in his lap. he'd be checking to see if he had nose hairs.
Yes.
At the same time.
Still
It's always checking for nose hairs. He'd be rolling a joint with one hand and bragging about how good he was at rolling a joint. And at the same time, the stereo never sounded right. So the 1612s, one of them or a tweeter wasn't tweeting right, one woofer wasn't woofing right, and he would be changing. And then if he got it just right, he changed the song. You never heard the whole song.
I had to rewind the tape, so it took a
minute.
minute.
The tape. Yeah, we did this like all over San Antonio, and I was like terrified. And Joe Henry loved it. Joe Henry just like that was his
he
thing.
was sleeping.
Yeah, like, but dude, that was so scary. I remember those days.
No, he still does the same thing. He can drive, check his phone, light a cigarette, pour his Coke into a cup of ice. I mean, it's constant. It's constant. Many fucking things he's doing.
I don't like that at all.
Very unsafe. But
yeah, I was.
That's what we do. We travel.
Yeah, well, Juan Verial. Shout out to Juan Verial. His road manager. He's that dude too. He's always on his phone, but he likes to YouTube while he's driving. Like, so he's always looking up shit on YouTube. Hey, I've seen the video on, but you can't barely understand Ramiro. Shout out to Ramiro. He'll be like, and you're like, I don't know what you just said, dude, but put your fucking phone away, bro. Like, you're going to kill us. You're driving. Well, I never wreck. And I was like, well, I don't want to be in the only wreck he had, and that's it. We're all dead, because he wrecked once, fucking Ramiro, but he wouldn't listen. He just always on his fucking phone. And I noticed that. Right now we went to go eat, and we GPS'd. We were 5 minutes away
when we talked to you
in that badass
2 minutes away, and it continued to say 2 minutes.
We were 2 minutes away. We ate right here on Broadway, and then he drove around the neighborhood because I don't know why, but he was just like, "Oh, look, we passed it again," and he would laugh to himself. and I was like, "Yeah, dude, this is badass, dude. This is a nice neighborhood." So
I always tease him when we leave from like a car show or head to a car show. He always takes the wrong highway immediately. Like and he has GPS set up and everything, but we always go wrong.
It's whatever highway to the right. Yeah. Whatever highway is to the right, Matt is going to take it, because I kept telling him, go straight. And he would just start going right. And I was like, well, then fuck it, go right. Go right. But I don't know. There's something.
We had to pull over and put death fluid in because I just kept driving.
Yeah, he was saying he needed to put 100,000 miles on this truck. I was like, it's gonna happen today, isn't it? Like that's so stupid. That nice truck what is it? 2018
Dually
Chevy,
of course, Chevy.
Huh?
GMC. That one's the GMC.
Yeah.
Isn't that who makes
Chevy?
Well, whatever.
It's a GM product.
Whatever that piece of crap is. That old piece of crap, 2018. It's so we're already almost 2001. You're still driving that piece of crap around.
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah. He had to put diesel exhaust fluid. Exhaust fluid.
He thought I was kidding.
I was like, well, get some horn fluid too while you're at it. Like, there's no exhaust fluid. Yeah. I've never heard of such a thing.
And then the truck emailed me. It said, you need to pull over.
So he's reading his emails while we're on the highway about to fucking
and
wreck.
lighting the cigarette.
And looking for... Now his truck is talking to him. And then I guess you texted him. But the truck said, if you leave me now, there's not going to be anyone here for us. And I was like, your truck is so emotional. Like, and then Matt pulled over and started hugging the truck. And I was like, dude, my 2007 Acura does none of this. And I'm fine. I could do anything I want in it. That was awkward. I don't know.
It was the dog. If I leave the dog.
No, all I saw was if I leave now. I was just what novella were you watching? It was
because it reads the text messages.
Yeah, his truck said.
I said if I leave Hot Rod, the dog.
That's not what came through on the in the truck. We were in there, but yeah, that truck had me worried because
that's our first lifted truck.
That's too many gadgets for this dude to deal with while he's driving. That's too many. That's for one. Like, are any of your vehicles? How many vehicles do y'all have? How many custom vehicles do y'all have? All of them are custom vehicles, right?
Yeah.
What do you have?
3 vans.
What do you mean vans? Like cargo vans?
Cargo vans. Yeah.
Okay.
So they're customed out. Are they custom painted? Do you have a picture of any of your vans on here?
Probably not on the website. Probably like on our Facebook. Yeah, that's Instagram. Somewhere in there.
So
right there. That's the truck you're
that's
talking
the truck
about
we
right
were
now.
just in right now.
Y'all were just in, yeah.
Yeah, the GPS sucks in those apparently, because we drove all over the neighborhood in that piece of crap. And then, you know what's so awesome about owning that badass truck is you have to park somewhere where you can see it now, right?
Yeah.
So we had to find a restaurant that has windows so we can look outside and admire his truck while we're eating.
Yes, he's very protective.
Yes. So you have that truck, and what else do you have?
So we have our hater man. Okay,
There's
stop.
Van.
Right there's our dually van.
Okay, wow, that is pretty customed out. Is it inside? It has a system in it too?
It's got 3 inches of shag carpet. That's all that counts.
Okay, so
And we have handcuffs hanging.
handcuffs, a shag
Rope.
carpet.
Rope hanging. It's a shaggin' wagon.
That's
Yeah.
the shaggin' wagon. Okay, and then
It's kind of like our rape van.
the rape van. That's the
Okay.
mobile motel.
Yeah.
What's that right there?
That's a girl, like that's usually on the front of an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, if you look
can
close,
Oh.
the van's got vagina painted all over it.
see, and those aren't actual windows there, but we painted like if there's windows rolled down with girls hanging out of it.
So who comes up with these designs? Is it a combination of
Well, I don't actually paint it, but I tell them what I want.
really? So you just kind of
It's
Tell 'em and-
always going to be death and
I know
dark
that. I know
and-
that.
yeah.
Well, I remember back in the days. One time, Matt was showing me when the change, the epiphany in his life happened. He was showing me his albums, and it was a Slayer and just death metal, all this death stuff. And then he goes, and then my life changed, and it was Easy does it, and then that's when he turned black. I think that's when Matt turned black, and then it was all about rap music, man. And he went from Slayer to NWA. Yeah, and we'd be driving around just bassing, dude. Nothing. That's why the first thing out of Matt's mouth when you talk to him is, "Huh."
Okay, that's our hater made van. That's kind of our marketing material van. That's what we drive around.
That's the one Joe Henry, curbed all the wheels because the
that's
curbs are different.
Y'all didn't get curb feelers.
Yeah.
Wasn't one of the
Yeah.
additions.
We might need
when
to
y'all
edit
curbed-
Curbs
that.
are different here in San
Edit
Antonio.
that so he doesn't get his feelings hurt.
No,
Henry
don't.
has no
We're not
feelings.
worried about hater made, and you're worried about someone's feelings getting hurt. Okay.
Okay, can you zoom in on the van right there? Look at the door. So I told Matt one time. I said, "Hey, I take Jace to school in this, and could you make me a magnet that covers that, right?" So I get home. He made me a magnet of just the middle finger, like it was a middle finger magnet. It did nothing because it was still the middle finger.
Nice.
So-
At least I attempted it.
There you go. It was an attempt. So that y'all got those two vans and the truck.
I don't think the other van's on.
No, we're building it
Instagram,
right
so we're
now.
Still building it.
Yeah.
And what else do y'all got? Y'all have the Cadillac?
Sold it.
I sold the V, and I got the limo, the bag limo.
Yeah, I don't know where the limo's.
Do you
at.
have a limo that's
Yeah.
painted with those flames on it too?
No, it's white.
But
just
we
like-
bagged it.
Yeah.
And then isn't that your old truck, Naomi? Didn't you get an old truck that you redid that you were posting a while back that you were gonna do something to it or something like that?
We still have both of mine.
Yeah.
What are
We have
those?
My 92 Chevy Red Rum. It's a regular cab CK, and then my Dodge, which we're redoing.
And y'all, so you have what, about 8, 9 vehicles in?
Something like
Well,
that. I'm getting
yeah.
old and done counting.
Finished wise,
Finished?
yeah.
Never.
0.
Never.
Zero. Don't ask them that. Drivable wise.
I wish Purgatory would show up. It's a really beautiful truck, but I don't know where it's at in that Instagram feed.
And so do y'all try to take all of these vehicles?
We used to. When the company was smaller, we could fit the CTSV. We could fit it in our trailer and pull it and have bins of
what's
clothes.
the CTSV for?
The Cadillac you talked about.
Are you talking about the Escalade?
Okay, you had the Escalade
Yeah.
and you had
The Cadillac
the
CTSV.
car,
There's an angle of Purgatory.
which is the orange one?
Nope, go down. Right there.
The-
Middle.
The black one?
Yeah. But
That's a 92?
yes.
Yes.
Damn.
But
And
that's the one with all the audio he was telling you.
oh,
about.
well, that's
But right now it doesn't look like that. It's in pieces. And it has a Dodge Cummins, a 24 valve in it.
and what are you getting it ready for?
Show season. It's a tow pig. It's
Show season. A
Yeah.
tow pig. Hold on. I don't know exactly what a tow pig means.
So Nat, with our business, if it can't pull a trailer, we don't need it, right? Like everything we do now, we pull trailers.
It's got a purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
We used to, that's nice. That's interesting.
That's a toe pig.
I swear to God, that's
I
not.
don't know what piggy toes are.
That's not on my
Those
website.
are piggy toes, not toe pigs. Okay.
Now you know what it is.
That's why you get. Now I get it.
I'm gonna have a really, really hard time calling shit toe pigs now.
Okay. Yes.
Thanks.
Now he's got the toe pig.
You know,
Anyway.
that's gonna fucking haunt me, dude.
Fuck.
Okay, you and your toe pig, and then what?
So we both pull trailers now. So he originally bought that truck so that I had a truck to pull a second trailer because we pull two trailers now.
2 trailers carrying what?
Lots of shit.
Like
lots
lots
and
of
lots
shit.
of merchandise.
okay.
So stop right there. Click on the one with the cowboy wearing the hat.
That one
Yep.
right there.
So that's the logo for our show. We throw our own show in Huntsville, Texas every August.
Every August,
Yeah.
but were y'all able to do one this past August?
Yep.
Y'all did do one.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yep, and it was very successful.
Really? And when you say do a show, what exactly does that consist
Well,
of?
when
What do you
were,
mean?
when you were asking about Mad Gear and Hater Made,
Mm-hmm.
that's our business. That's when we go to show other people's shows and we set up a booth and we sell our merchandise
Okay.
and then we own our own show. So that's our show that we own and we present and
You
we
charge
host
the
and
ticket price, do all the
Yeah, we
promoting
do
and all that, and you
everything,
get
right.
all the people that are going to
Yeah.
partake in it.
That's my 92.
Okay, and did y'all go out and find these vehicles, or are these vehicles that you
No,
had already?
That's something my dad gave me right when I was about 13, 14.
So about 50, 60 years ago.
And we've, I've
And
had it since.
and I made it worthy the way it looks there.
He
I gave it to her and she knew nothing about it.
Oh, really?
he did
you
one of
fixed
those.
it up?
He did one of
Yeah.
those like you show up at a restaurant and there's a big fucking red bow on top. He did one of that.
I did that.
We all knew that Matt was such a sweet guy when we were kids growing up.
He's sweeter than y'all know. FYI.
Yes.
So don't let him play y'all.
Yeah, Matt is really a sweet guy.
So that's
I can tell
mini-
you some sweet stories about Matt.
Let's not go there.
So that's mini Mad Gear. So if you click on that little cute kid down there,
No,
okay. So because not only do we cater to everyone who loves the custom auto scene, but I love doing stuff for the
kids. And there's
yeah,
always
which
the
is
moms
which
that
is
want
the future of our auto generation, our custom auto generation. So mini Mad Gear has done really well for us. So,
Really?
Yeah,
So-
it'll say whatever on the front, but it's always got one of the cool trucks on the back.
And it's this is an online store you have?
Oh yeah. Our online does really well.
Really? Thanks to Matt, I'm sure.
Yes. 'Cause he goes like this.
Because he's so technologically
Yeah.
advanced, and
That's
that's good. That's
I wanted to ask this because I know a lot, like my cousins that are younger, that are 16, 17, don't have their driver's license. And they're like, why? We Uber. And it freaks me out thinking there's going to be a generation that doesn't care about cars or trucks or anything like that. You
and
find
that generation sucks. We call them a bunch of fags, okay? That's what we call that generation. Fuck
Straight
them.
up,
How
right,
about
Everett?
that? Yeah, we would say fuck that generation. How about that?
I honestly we don't see that often. This is the world we live in. So every kid we see, like all of our friends, their kids we've known them since here and they grow up and they, so we don't know that yet, but
Yeah.
I guess that would suck.
No, that's
I mean,
good.
luckily for us, our kid is totally into this shit. He wants the limo for his high school vehicle, which is
Well, who doesn't
insane.
want a limo
But-
as their high school vehicle?
You know how many
So I don't
bitches
know
you
that
get?
yet.
How
But
many
I mean,
bitches
look,
you get fit there?
It's a
Shit.
party already.
But like I'm super, super proud. I cannot believe how many shirts and hats and things we've sold to kids. It's just a really cool thing for us.
Yeah, that's badass. So how long have y'all been in this industry, in this business?
Well, remember, he created it in when?
The 70s.
04.
It was like the 70s.
04?
I don't know.
04.
Yeah.
That's when you decided to.
But I wasn't around. So once I came around, I made it.
You were just
Hard.
like- you made it hard. I made it difficult for.
Look, that's my little Bitmoji.
So when you came along, like you just kind of structured
No,
it.
I
It was
asked
kind of just.
him because I knew he
He
had the
structured
name.
it.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
I knew he had it. I'd heard of it. I'd seen it before, and I asked him. I was like, "What are you doing with that?" And so
about. Giving it to you.
I took over. See, isn't that cute? Isn't that little onesie cute?
yeah,
All wrinkled and shit.
Now,
I
me
think-
personally, I wouldn't use it, but it looks cool. I mean, if you have a baby that's gonna throw up, I imagine it serves a purpose too.
So go back to the Hater Made shirt and read that one.
Those who don't want to see me succeed, sure, keep watching.
So our Hater Made line kills it. It has a lot of quotes like that. People really, really dig those type of motivational quotes. That's a good,
motivational
or
middle finger to the face
well,
is
Yeah.
pretty much what they are.
somewhere down there you'll see like the middle finger shirt. So yeah. Okay, click there in the middle, our booth. That's a little bitty picture, but it's much bigger. But imagine that much bigger. That's how we set up at car shows.
Damn. So y'all
We become a mall.
at the car show?
Yeah, we've been told, like, we've been dubbed a mall, the Mad Gear Mall.
The Mad Gear Mall.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen it grow from that little trailer that you had. You had that one small trailer, and then it's kind of y'all have got some monster trailers now, huh? That
Yeah.
y'all are carnies, officially carnies,
We've-
that's
right?
what they call us.
We've joked that we are.
Y'all are carnies, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt looks like a carny, but
But hey, shout out to our friend Pickle, Kyle.
the one that passed
Rest
away,
in
Yes,
peace.
rest in
he-
peace.
he
Pickle,
called-
shout
he-
out.
He
He's the
called
one
us,
that
dubbed us a carnival. And I
The
respect-
circus comes to town.
And I don't know if you'll ever see our little wiggly wally
Damn.
guy up there, but I
That's
wish
your
you would've
trailer
seen
now?
That. Yes.
That's the one that do you put cars in that or you put merch or both?
That's
You-
merch to the top.
It used
Really?
to be cars, but now merch.
Wow, man. So
I mean, that's obviously why the vehicles that we use to pull the trailers are custom.
what?
This is,
fuck?
okay,
Where's this?
This is the shit I make him do, and he does it.
He didn't actually put that on though. That's I
we
know.
made him put his face in the thing, and it sucks because every Cinco de Mayo I repost the same picture.
See, Matt, we knew Matt was secretly Mexican. We did know that. He drinks like a damn Mexican. So, well, man, so it's been about 15 years since.
Look, okay, that's our first booth.
Oh, qué cute. Y'all should make a little pendant. Y'all should make like a little pendant of that little booth right there.
James Avery little
Yeah,
things.
little James Avery pendant. Everything would fit there. All the actual merch, life size. But I remember, we would go to shows and Matt would just be drunk in the trailer.
He still is.
Nothing's changed. So what do y'all got coming up though? With the Rona's changed a lot of things.
It has, but everything's getting back to normal.
It put off some shows.
Well,
but
in Texas,
Yeah.
but because in other states it's not like this. We don't give a fuck in Texas.
Oh yeah.
We-
It all depends on the counties
No,
and
you
what the
put-
judge signs off.
Yeah, you
So if
just.
the judge, he's didn't vote for Joe Biden, then he lets the show go on. You know what I mean?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
You
so.
keep a fucking taco in your pocket and the virus goes around you, as we figured it out here in Texas.
anything can happen, but right now our 2021 show schedule is
Yeah.
So how many shows do y'all do? At least one a month? Is that what y'all try to do?
Usually several. But the
Yeah.
next one coming up is Lone Star Throwdown, third weekend of February. That's it.
that's a big one.
The Lone Star Showdown. Where is
Lone
that?
Star Throwdown, LST. It's in Conroe.
In Conroe, Texas.
Yeah.
Is that y'all's show?
No, we're just a sponsor, but it's a huge show. It's one of the biggest in
And
Texas.
so y'all will go out to that show,
we'll
set up your
that
booth.
little booth right there.
You
Yeah.
won't take your cars though.
No, okay, it's 2 exits from our house. So that particular
probably
show,
will.
we
We
take
take
everything.
everything.
We make multiple trips. We get to bring everything out to that one.
Oh, so y'all go just back and you
Yeah.
get a bunch of people to drive them over there, hopefully, or whatever, if you can get some help. And
Yeah.
not Joe Henry, anyone but Joe Henry. Joe Henry, sorry, bro, but you could supervise and let them know that they're gonna hit something,
Yeah.
because you know what it's like to hit something, right? But
So you wrote on here, today is a beautiful fucking day. I don't know where tomorrow will lead us, but I know where and how we started. And that's the first one.
oh,
And then fuck COVID-19.
fuck your
Fuck
feelings.
Corona.
Look at fuck your feelings.
Because it's
right
April
there.
30th. And then somebody put God bless.
I did that in
Scarface.
when did I do that?
34 weeks ago.
I can't do the math, but it sounds like a long time ago.
So, when you say so all your cars will be ready for that Lone Star Throwdown?
Yeah. Every
Okay, so
every
do you
year
remember
I
the
get-
Escalade?
Yes, I remember that. We went down 410 in the Escalade with the tail end dragging
The gas
at
tank.
like 2:30 in the morning, just shooting sparks all over the place. And this, what was in that? What system did you have in that? You had like
That had-
812s. Or something.
No, that had 4 JL audios.
4 JL
Yeah.
Audio 15s.
13 and a halves.
Yeah.
W7. Yeah.
You know, with that other inch and a half, who needs it? Yeah. So.
Wow.
Well,
well, speak for yourself. So, but yeah, it was cold that day, and we were going down 410, and it was like boom, boom, and I remember cars pulling up next to us to see what was inside the car, and we were just shooting sparks all down 410. Remember that? And probably not. Nah, that's why we were doing that.
that's the fourth paint job. The Escalade that you saw was the fourth paint. How did
Yeah,
fourth?
because
Fourth?
it
Made
fourth.
the force be
The
It's not
fourth.
the third.
Yeah.
It's not fourth.
Some shit.
Yeah, because it didn't have that paint. It had the flames on it when we
You
were in it.
probably saw
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
white.
But the white flames. It had white with flames.
No.
White and
red.
orange?
No, you
White
saw
and
when it
orange.
was white and orange with
Yeah.
the original. Yeah.
And you had gutted it, right? And put a gator or ostrich interior.
That one had alligator.
Alligator
Yeah.
did. You'd gutted
Yeah.
put alligator
Yeah.
interior. That's so stupid.
Hey, our dining room set has the same.
How much does
alligator.
it? Let me just. How much does it cost if I wanted to put alligator interior in my Acura RDX? How much would that cost me? Just if I want to get an estimate from you. Say I got a homeboy that does it, and I said, well, what do you think? $10,000?
For you, 15,000.
Really?
Yeah.
What if it's a 2-door? And I took all the other
17.
seats. Would I take all the seats out except the front seat? Fuck, dude. Really, dude? That fucking much. And then what do you do when do you take that shit back out or you sold the whole fucking car?
I keep the cars. I've only sold one or two.
Oh, really? You're not going
We
to.
still have. Yeah.
Oh, well, we totaled one. So
You totaled the
Oh,
dually.
yeah. That's why we
original
have
building,
the lifted one we have now, which we would have never gone lifted. It's okay. We're starting to
do-
like it.
it's lifted.
Do you have kids still living at the house?
Jace,
How
Yeah,
old is he?
Our son.
13.
So what does he want to drive? I know he's talking about it.
Oh,
The
he-
limo.
Yeah, the limo that he just showed.
But he wants
Yeah.
that to be his daily driver.
Yeah.
He didn't think about parking.
No.
Fuck parking,
No.
right? Nah.
He just thinks about parking.
Yeah, no,
Get in the
we're
back of
rolling.
the
You don't
bitches.
even need to park. You're in a limo. You keep driving. Right?
he texted me one time, Mom, can you pick me up from school? And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, what are you in? And I was like, the little car. And he's like, never mind. And I was like, the truck? He's like, okay then.
Yeah, I get it.
He does not want to be picked up. He
I
knows
know.
what we have.
Oh,
And he plans it out. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
of course.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
he
tells
plans
me. He
out,
tells me
I bet you-
put this song on, and drive slow. Like
What's his favorite car to get picked up in? The limo, probably.
it used to be Bone Collector, which is the one we
Anything but the little car.
Yeah,
What's the little car?
just a daily we use. Okay, so
Look,
look.
look. What did you wave off? Hold on. I want to hear what piece of shit that I might be driving. that one of us in this room might be our regular vehicle. That I thought I just bought one and I thought it was nice. What is it that you're just waving off like a fucking? It better be like a Yugo or something like that you're fucking waving this car. What is it? Don't say a 19 fucking. Don't say a 2007 Acura.
a Buick.
What is it? Lacrosse.
I don't know, like a
2020. I don't know.
four doors. It's white. That's very.
Generic.
We weren't supposed to bring that up on this podcast.
It's a rental. See, now I want to know what you feel like your piece of shit car is. I know because that's probably my daily fucking ride. Okay, chill out over there.
So that's a good aerial view of our booth set up to see it
So-
from the top. Because those are all 10 by 20 tents.
So did you not have a car show season this year pretty much because of the Rona?
No, we still did, believe
Yeah.
it or not.
You had a regular season?
Maybe
Or-
lost about 8 shows.
out of how many?
Big shows, but other smaller shows or the promoters that did have their shows, they fought to have them, and we're very grateful they did. So we were very busy.
Were they all Texas shows?
No.
Not all. of them.
Louisiana, right? Don't y'all do Louisiana, right?
Louisiana, Mississippi.
Wow, that's a long
Cycles.
drive to get to Mississippi and that's when you don't really take any of your cars, right?
No.
You don't want to put all those miles on them
other
and
than
Like
the dualies that are pulling
picture
the trailer.
you just showed, that booth, that was our final show before Corona hit.
That was a truck that you just see. Look,
that was in Alabama.
Look,
That's
go
when
back.
the Rona hit.
go back, Josh. See, that's my daily driver.
That's a beautiful
That's pretty
truck.
badass.
I would
That
love
was
to
it.
have
No,
that
that
truck.
one.
Yes.
The beat up one, not the rims part, but just the beat up part.
I love campers, so that I,
I know.
love that truck.
Isn't your family the Uresti camper?
Yeah.
Are you related to Derek and Michael Uresti?
I don't know. I doubt
They're
it.
they're the attorneys or the
No,
lawyer
well, they're
people.
two guys I went to elementary and high school with. They're like one's a year older and the other one's like 2 years older. They're really cool dudes. They grew up in the neighborhood.
They
But I
live
think
next to
that-
the Saints, right?
I
Okay,
think that their family is related to the Uresti camper thing too. So that Uresti campers, I remember, were big when I was a kid.
They're still big.
Are they real big? I'm
Yeah.
not. I don't.
My brother's
know about
running.
campers.
My brother's
That's the
running
only
it
reason
now.
I'm with her. I'm trying to
Yeah.
inherit
Oh
all this
yeah,
shit.
you're gonna be living in a camper pretty fucking soon.
All
I'm
the
gonna have a
campers you
shitload of
want.
campers.
Yeah.
All the campers
Yeah.
you
But
want.
I just remember as a kid,
Yeah.
if it had like you would see that they're getting a camper. Is it a Uresti? Because it was like Nikes. Like it was a Uresti, and for somehow that was associated with like it was fancy, and then you could just get in the bed of the truck, and it had a Uresti camper, and you felt like you were camping. That was
Oh
it.
my God. We're hiring you for our marketing, our outside marketing.
But I always wondered why trucks had those stupid seats in the back. They were the tire humps, but I was wondering, like, why would you make a seat that your butt barely can stay on? Like, I always thought they were seats, but they're the tire humps.
But my parents, they sold cozy kits, which
You went over the bump?
Yeah, you created like too many couches on the side, and they were couches. And then
See?
if you wanted to sleep, you put these 3 things in the middle, and it became a bed.
I think
Cozy
I remember
kits.
something like
You
that.
are so excited about this.
I
babe.
know, goddamn,
Jeez.
that's like break.
I remember when I met you. There was a camper in the back.
Was it a Uresti though?
Yeah, it was. That's what made it worth it.
Edit that out.
He's coming after you, dude. So,
Did you? Oh my God, you're that fast? You went to theirs? Yeah. Okay.
so your brother runs the Uresti camper part of it right now?
Yeah, they have 2 locations, both on 35.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And my dad retired, and my brother's been doing an awesome job.
Who started that company?
My grandfather.
Your grandfather was the first Uresti campers.
Yeah. And actually, it started because he was selling tortillas, and he needed a way to cover them. And so he made his first camper.
Every American.
Oh, he was
And-
selling them out of a
Mexican
truck.
starts.
And
Yeah,
he needed,
yeah. So he built his first camper, and then someone else would ask him to build
Necessity
a
and
camper.
demand,
I know.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. They're here in San Antonio. If y'all need something.
I heard that
Yeah.
if you sell tortillas out of a Uresti camper now, that you could actually hear your grandfather like smiling in the background.
You're a fucking idiot.
You can actually smell the tortillas. That's
Okay, so those are some of our designs. Like we call her Blondie.
Well, why do y'all do that?
Look.
I don't get it. You should call her Titi. That looks like
Matt,
Joe Henry's eye.
But Matt designs. It's him designing the shit, and then he gets people to do it.
And then do you get tattoos of it? Do you ever get tattoos of
I
your
have a
designs?
couple.
Do you?
We've actually have people. We have